Book. I'm your host, CP, joined by
Just call me Brand.
brand new cookies. I had to say the full name, bro.
Hey, that's fire.
I had to say it.
Well, it's
I thought that
actually
was your name.
it's name Brand.
Oh, name. My bad.
You know what I mean?
My
But
bad.
like Brand New is kind of fire, low key. I'm not
You
gonna
never
hold
know,
you.
man.
You
might have to
never
switch-
know. Yeah,
Sometimes you got to switch it up a little bit.
yeah.
You got to do something. So we want to talk about some things we want to get. Oh shit! I forgot to change the name.
There is
name
some
on the
things I
live,
want to
bro.
get off my chest, low key though.
Let me see. I need to change. I need to change the name. All right, what you want to get off your chest?
So let's talk about tattoos and preferences in terms of like what you want to get tatted was viewed as, I guess, masculine, feminine. You know what I mean? I guess.
First of all
childish.
tattoos are masculine. Just being honest, like I'm not saying women can't have tattoos, but it's just like the more you have, the more masculine you look. In my opinion, it just tattoo. It just comes like because a tattoo. What is a tattoo? It's a scar. It's a scar. So like once you have it, it's like there. You know what I mean? And it's typically like derived from like when we go to war and you get scarred, battle scars.
Is that where it came from?
Yeah, I mean, like that's what a tattoo. That's where the whole idea came from. Like when you have scars and stuff like that, branding and shit like that. It's just like, scars make you look manlier. So typically, when I see like a woman with like a lot of tattoos, man, it gives off that masculine vibe.
But I'm not trying to talk about women.
Oh, you talking about? You said masculine? What you say?
I'm talking about tattoos in general.
Tattoos
right?
in general.
And just like the perception of it, not just for like women, but for men as well. Because as you can see, I got them everywhere, right?
Yeah,
and I just got this last week. But what kills me, right, is how people act towards them. Especially the ones that I have, because I'm covering like anime tattoos.
Yeah.
And so many people are like, obviously I don't really pay too much attention to it because it's like whatever. Have your opinion.
It grabs everybody's attention though.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, you like my whole thing with getting anime tattoos isn't just because I'm an anime nerd, but I didn't want to do the typical, like the stereotypical type, like the tribal tattoos, or like the lion at the hearts, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought about skulls, skulls, roses, and guns, all that good stuff.
Yeah, I feel you. That should do kind of be lame.
Yeah, so
it kind of gets old.
And so, and then we got to think about it like the military too, right? Because a lot of people are like closet about how they really feel about things. I don't know for whatever reason why most people they struggle with it. Maybe they're not as courageous with expressing themselves or, being themselves.
Yeah.
So, for an example, there is like thousands of members who actually enjoy. Who is this? Oh, I'm tripping. What's going on? How y'all doing? We gotta talk to TikTok from here and there.
Talk TikTok and Twitch.
Yeah. So essentially, right? A lot of people are like closet. They don't really express themselves. Maybe it's like maybe it's courage, whatever the case is. But they'll come in and hate on me for being me. You know what I mean? And I know for a fact, one, I look good.
You must be speaking. You must be speaking for like a recent experience.
Well, it was mainly from this one and this one. You know what I mean? Like, because once I got this one received so much hate. This one here.
Because of anime?
Or because it's tattoo? Because it's Pokemon. It's the Eevees. You know what I mean?
Pokemon.
But
what you mean? What did they say? Because how can you hate on Pokemon?
That's what I'm saying. And then this one received a little bit of hate because it was colored. It was like my first real big colored piece. I didn't really know how I felt about it, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
Because it was like, like I have a little color here and there, but never like a full colored piece.
Yeah.
I like how it came out. That's why I got this one.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to get the whole thing finished. You know what I mean? Because it's actually gonna be fire, in my opinion. But no, it's just food for thought. Realistically, I just wanted to get your opinion on how you felt about it.
I mean, tattoos. Honestly, like I don't I like my tattoo. I prefer my tattoos covered, so I have it like on my chest, ribs, and everything like that. I prefer it covered. I would get like an arm tattoo, but I will always keep my tattoos covered. So, like, if it comes out, like if I choose to get it out, I want it to be to the point where it's something that I truly like believe in, and I would never change my mind about.
Right.
So that's the thing. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna outgrow anime one day. So far, I haven't. So I just kind of like not like I wanted to get some anime. I want to get like Itachi and shit like that, but I just have not made the move on it because I don't know if I'm gonna outgrow it one day, like in my 50s or some shit.
No,
But so far I
I
haven't.
feel you. Yeah.
And then that's why I was like, if I get a tattoo, I get it covered. Like I got Egyptian tattoo and shit like that. I got like, I got a bunch of Egyptian tattoos.
We should link the podcast in here.
Oh, we can't.
No,
link TikTok.
No, I get that.
Mhm.
Like my thing is like most of them, like for an example, right? I remember they asked me, it was like, oh, what are you gonna tell them when they point at one of your tattoos and you got to explain it? And I was like, first and foremost, you're talking to the wrong person about explaining things, because I could pull magic tricks out of out of thin air.
Just make up anything.
Just my box of like tricks and topics. I'm like, okay, like it doesn't matter what it can be, but like I remember someone asked me about this.
Rock Lee?
Yeah, the Rock Lee. I was like, that's too easy. Like, you can't mess up Rock Lee.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
I mean, at this point, you got all anime, so I mean, it just makes sense. Why would even people ask the question? It's like, I don't know, maybe maybe they're like, man, you got too much.
But you know what? I feel like it's coming from a place of insecurity,
Insecurity,
yeah. You know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
maybe this is something that they want to do, or the tattoos that they want to get.
But
they're so worried and
stopped
concerned by other people, you know what I mean, that they can't take that next step to actually do what they want to do.
Yeah.
And so it's easy to attack the person who's already out in the open.
Yeah, already doing it.
The person who's realistically isn't gonna be too concerned about your opinion. So it's like it's easy to just throw.
Let's talk
shots.
about that though.
Yeah.
Let's talk. I want to get deep on that subject because honestly, I can't stand when people have an opinion about something that's negative.
Yeah.
For no reason at all. Like I'll be having a conversation. It's typically old heads, right? It'd be not old heads, but like guys in their mid 30s and 40s. Like they didn't already kind of live.
Yeah, they're stuck in their ways. You can't teach an old dog a new tricks.
Yeah, but it's like you talk to them, you're trying to get wisdom from them, but then you're not really trying to seek wisdom. You're just trying to tell them like, yo, like I'm just want to talk about my plan. This is my plan. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to own real estate, and then they like downplay it.
Well, and
to a certain extent, to where it's like, motherfucker, why are you being negative about it?
I think that's the problem, because I feel like you're talking to the wrong old heads. It's like, sure, you're supposed to give respect to your elders, but not all elders. It's only those who deserve it. How are you going to talk about plans that you want to do or things that you're acting on to people who's never done it?
And that's what I realized. I realized like, man, I just got to stop fucking talking, because I'm talking to people that
they never had the courage.
The courage to do it, or they saw their friend do it and got discouraged because of one bad experience. Like I had a bad experience renting out my house. I had these tenants that were just ghetto as fuck. You know what I mean? They was ghetto. They was like, they wasn't tearing up my property, but they were not paying on time.
Yeah,
they weren't upkeeping. They weren't paying on time. Shit was always kind of like a little fucked up. And I'm like, yo, like you fucking up the drains or what? Like, why is shit always fucked up?
Right.
But that negative experience only taught me to screen my fucking clients, like the people that I choose to rent out my house, better.
Right.
Not do it at all. So I feel like, when you're in that position to where you actually do something, you realize, okay, it was not that bad. Like it was a bumpy road,
right? But
it wasn't that bad. And that's when I start talking to people that never experienced it, especially those old heads, and I realized they had such a fucking negative view for it.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, where is this all coming from? Are you scared? You trying to scare me?
Yeah. And you notice how they're always the good idea fairies, or they're always drawn from other people.
Oh, they're always telling you, oh no, go get a job, play it safe. You
want to know one thing that actually bugs me just a little bit is when people go around and say that like a wise person learns from other people's experiences. like that bothers me just a tad bit because
that only because you only scared to not try something.
so
You know
I'm
what saying?
supposed to like watch everyone else live life.
Yeah.
And once they become successful, which is probably gonna be 1 out of 10 times of actually trying, fail, and try again until you finally succeed. By that time, I haven't done anything with my life, or I haven't really tried to do anything. So it just bothers me just a tad bit because I understand if you're in an environment where you have to be perfect, or perfect practice makes perfect in a sense. And like the smallest failure can mean someone's life or whatever the case may be. I can understand that to some degree, but if it is that environment, like that's, you're out there to train, right? You're there to give your blessed one tours up front until you're in that situation. But that's always bothered me. It's always been in the back of my head because it's like, okay, if I know success isn't gonna come easy, and when it does come, it's only gonna be for like 15 minutes at best, I may as well just try and just fail. I think that's why I gained the mentality that I have now. Is like I'm so used to like falling flat on my face, like sometimes like really hard, that like it, it's not necessarily easy or it gets easier, but I've already been to this space,
Yeah.
like I've already been in this dark room. Like there's in a sense there's a ladder I can just climb to my last save like progression spot, like in the game.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, I feel you.
So I don't know, but like I just feel like I'm talking. Go ahead. I'm going off.
No, just go in. I mean, I was listening. I was let this man cook,
No,
let
it just bothered me. But yeah, and yeah, so for me, like I listen to my old heads. I listen to like the wise ones in a sense, but not too deep. And another,
and it's important because we got to be careful who we fucking listen to. We have to listen. So like honestly, like advice here, right? This is Tuesday Playbook advice right here. When you see an old head that is living the lifestyle that you want to live, listen to them motherfuckers.
What's going on? How y'all? We ain't forget about y'all.
Listen to them motherfuckers. And when you see an old head living the lifestyle that you want to live, listen to them. Not the motherfuckers living a lifestyle, like not the motherfuckers you work with. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I be forgetting I work with these motherfuckers. Like they're civilians now, they're retired, but I would never come back to the environment that I'm in right now. You know what I mean? I wouldn't do that to myself. So I've always had bigger dreams, bigger aspirations, and they just don't see that type of vision. So when I start speaking on that shit, they're like smashing away at it.
They're already, and here's another thing. I never tell anyone my actual plans or goals unless I know 100% for a fact that they're coming on that journey with me. Like if I know that, like, hey, like if we're gonna like start a business, right? Yeah. And I know for a fact you're serious, I'm serious, we're both locked in, I'll lay out the framework of like the infrastructure of my thinking, right? And what I've already done and what I'm planning to do and how I want it to be done, right, to you, but no one else. I'd probably sprinkle something there, like lead them in a sense.
Yeah.
Because one thing you have to understand about people, they're always gonna like tear away at your plan. They're always gonna try to bring out the most negative aspects. In a way, it's kind of good because in the back of your mind, they could bring up something you weren't thinking about, and now you can plan for it to say, hey, if this does happen, what's like my course of action? But I feel like it's better to not, because it's super easy to tear away at a plan.
Yeah,
it's real easy. And
there are some people that I view highly, and I didn't really like, I didn't really touch on like my plans, but I kind of told them like, they're like,
we probably got to shout. I can't even see it.
Corin.
Is that how you say it?
I don't know, man. Corin. But nah, like there was times where, like I view somebody really highly and they're in a high position and everything like that, but they're still not in a position that I want to be in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, I want to do real estate. I'm not really like once I get the real estate thing going, that's gonna be my main focus when I get out. It was like, and then they're like, well, what job you gonna have? I'm like, real estate.
Exactly.
And they're like, So how you gonna get the money? I'm like, from real estate.
Real estate,
Like
yeah.
real estate is gonna pay for it. And
Yeah.
they just couldn't fathom what I was saying, and they
Yeah.
just started destroying it. And I'm like,
Well,
that was bad on me, bro.
let's
That was bad on
actually
me.
take a segue into that, because I have a very strong opinion about
Bro, this guy fucking
retirees.
pranked me yesterday, bro.
Did he?
He fucking pranked me. He said Anthony Richardson is officially a Cincinnati Bengal, just in at Adam Scheffler. You said that shit yesterday, and I fucking looked stupid when I looked that shit up. I ain't falling for that shit again, bro. That's one of my Twitch followers, bro. He's bullshitting. Stop bullshitting me, man. Goddamn, bro. I'm not falling for the same fucking trick, goddamn it. You don't think I remember? Come on, man. All right, anyway.
No, but I have a strong opinion on retirees working on like military installations.
Bruh.
It's
me too.
So what bothers me, right? And here's something I will never understand. You gave up your youth, right? You worked 20, 25, 30 years of your life. You went into your prime years, essentially, to work, and you hated just about a good 75% of what you were doing for 20, 25, 30 years. And you're back. That is not a good example for someone who's on the fence.
Yeah.
Think about it, right? Someone could be 10 years in and they're like, oh, I'm trying to figure out, like, do I continue with this? Is it worth it? And then they see that old disgruntled person still complaining, still bitching, still crying.
Marine Corps just changed. Marine Corps just did.
You know, and it's like, nah, like I could do bad all by myself. Yeah. And what kills me is like, they just, it's like, yo, if you really were a person of substance, of purpose, right? You would have took all the skills that you learned in those last 20, 25, 30 years, probably worked a high paying job for maybe 2-3 years at max, and went to do something else.
Yeah.
Right. You're already getting a check. So what is it? You know, oh, I'm going to get a double pension. For what? You have no responsibilities for real. Your kids are grown. Grandkids are going to school. You can go and get a condo or something, rent out a cheap 1-bedroom apartment, whatever the case is, whether you're single or if you're married. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then just do something different, something more fulfilling. I would hate, and this is one thing that keeps pushing me on the path that I'm on. Because every time I come in, I see some of the guys there. They get up early, sometimes earlier than me, and they get there earlier than me. And it's like, you
that's facts.
You get 2 checks for the rest of your life. Why?
Yeah, like,
if you're gonna get up this early, why not go to the gym? And they don't look good. That's what kills me. They don't look good at all. It's like you're out of shape. You know what I mean? Like, how is that a great example of someone who's on the fence, or you know what I mean, that wants to continue, but you know they see the writing on the wall. It's like, hey, as soon as I get up, there's nothing out there for me. I don't really see what I can do. But there's so much you can do. There's so much to who you are, right? You know, it's just actually going out there and applying the skills that you've learned. But I feel like these people are too scared to actually go out there and redefine themselves, because the uniform is the only thing that actually defined them. And so
it's called being institutionalized.
You know what I mean?
Institution. I'm on my restitution.
Yeah, it's like once you take that uniform off, it's just you. You know, like people aren't forced to respect you, or they don't have to respect you. And so I feel like a lot of people who went that path, they just live for that instead of actually going out to define themselves in a different way. Because, you know.
Yeah, I feel you. Like, honestly, yeah, they're like, a lot of civilians be pissing me off, especially when they, you know, because they remember the Marine Corps. They remember, like, you know, the military from their perspective, which was a long time ago. Anything, you know, things don't change, things don't evolve, and they kind of just they kind of get in the way of innovation. They kind of get in the way of someone learning to progress and express, you know, and I totally get that. That's why I'm leaving and I'm going to the recruiting world, because like that's ever changing. You know what I mean? That's ever, like, that's something different, totally different than what the usual is. Mm-hmm. So I just kind of, like, you know,
my thing is like you complain for 20, 30 years straight.
Yeah, and then retire.
I mean, like you
and then come back
to complain some more.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine being, you know, 40 plus years, 40, 50, 60 years old, still complaining about something I did 20 years ago. You know, I mean, I couldn't imagine. You know
I mean, what were you doing?
how miserable is that? You know what I mean? I'd rather wake up in a boat somewhere in South America somewhere, like, oh
Yeah.
shit, like damn, I overslept, I'm lost, like pull the satellite out. Come fire.
Yo, shit.
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
damn.
Not waking up at 6 a.m. to go to work just
Hell
to fucking
no.
complain like that shit. That doesn't even begin to make sense to me. Like, I don't know, man. But I don't want to spend too much time on it. I just thought that'd be a cool segue. Since
Yeah, we
like,
got
on
to
it.
segue into that. Just to address like how irritating that shit is, man. It's just,
They come in there complaining, bro. It's like
you have a choice to be here, dog. Like, what are you complaining for?
Or the ones who just act like you automatically gotta respect them. It's like, bruh. And then I hate how they always bother the gate guards too. You know what I mean? Just like, aren't you supposed to salute me? You're retired. Like,
Not the
you're
gate guards,
retired, bro.
Not the
Like,
gate guards.
Hey, you
bro.
bugging the hell out of the gate guards, bro.
Oh man, that is crazy. That's crazy. What, you bugging the gate guards, bro?
I'm a retired mass sergeant. I know who your company commander is. Like, okay.
I'm a retired colonel.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
Sounds good. Like,
Appreciate it. Appreciate the information.
That's why I try to get the gate guards as much love as possible when I'm going through, because I know they be going through it, man. All these egos coming in and out. It gets mentally exhausting after a while.
Like, all right, have a great day. Don't tell me have a great day. Motherfucker, you should get shot.
And was telling me a story about how this one civilian kept like coming through the gate to get a salute. And he was like, aren't you forgetting something? He's like, nah, what's the issue? He's like, my salute. I'm like, kid was like, you're retired. Like, you don't even work here. Like,
what do you want to salute for? What does that do? You know, hey, here you go, bro.
Here, bro. Like, I was just thinking to myself, like,
what does that do for you, bro?
If that gate guard was having a bad day, bro, imagine,
bro.
There's like, it doesn't matter who you know. You're getting the cuffs, you're getting out of there.
Yeah, bro. I'm about to pick a reason to fuck with you. Hey, you know what? Pull over, because I
I
know there's some in your trunk.
But there's people out there that's like that, you know. Like, once you retire the uniform, you retire the uniform. I can understand if you came back for like some events, like some Toys for Tots or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But obviously, they're all out of standards. Well, that's a little extreme. The vast majority of them can't fit into their uniform, so obviously.
Obviously, we see why.
You know what I mean? Like, let's go back. Let's get back on topic.
All right, what's
oh man.
Shit, what the fuck going on?
Oh man.
Someone.
No, but I thought so going back to like the tattoos, right?
Yeah.
Because we done branched off from there. But I think there's like obviously like anime as a whole exploded years ago, right? Now it's not one of those things that's typically like frowned upon, but a lot of people still have like a misconception of it. But I think they have a misconception of it because
they're 40 plus.
No, not necessarily 40 plus. I just think that like their mind, you know what I mean?
They think it's childish.
Yeah, and it's just like it's the same person who will watch Love Island that thinks, you know what I mean? Like it's the same type of person who watches, you know what I mean? Like reality TV shows, and they're all like, you watch it, like you're a child, you know what I mean? This guy is comedy, bro.
Marco says Daniel Jones comes out the closet and admits to being gay. Hey, you see that, Richard? You see that, Richard?
That's comedy.
That's for you, buddy. Back to you, Dennis.
No.
Oh man.
Because it's like, there's so much you can get out of it, and nowadays people are growing up on it. You know, back in the day when we were growing up, it was like Will Smith was like our TV dad in a sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now
Naruto is like a lot of these kids' TV dad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a lot of people can't like handle that. They're all like, oh, never. But it's like, bro, you're getting left in the dust. You need you need to catch
need to
up.
get with the times,
Exactly.
bro.
You need
Why-
that
yeah,
doctor.
People shouldn't judge in general. Like
Yeah.
if I'm making a decision to put something on my body, just like people make decisions put things in their fucking mouth, like fucking fried chicken and shit. I'm pretty sure they be putting all kinds of crazy food, and they be eating and shit. You know what I'm saying? No Diddy,
Yeah.
but you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure the same person is probably judging you. You know what I'm saying? Probably eating fried chicken every day, or every once a week or whatever.
Well, I
slowly killing himself.
I don't necessarily know if there's anyone judging me. I don't really pay attention to people. It was just something that I was kind of thinking about.
Even judging with the eyes. You know what I'm saying? Nobody be just have it all right. You know what I mean? Somebody got something going on. Like people have. I know there's people that are really good people and they genuinely take care of themselves and stuff like that. But like for the vast majority, especially the ones like that's sticking around, nah, they got flaws.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody got flaws, and that's what I realized, man. A lot of people try to act perfect.
Yeah.
Man, when you hang around, when you see a person long enough, you just start to see the flaws. Like you start to see everything.
Yeah.
You start to see everything.
It's like that expression, like you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
Yeah. Some of these motherfuckers are villains. They don't even realize it.
And this is why I wanted to actually expand in terms of like what I'm learning, like what I'm consuming, why I'm consuming it. Because I was just telling you this earlier. Like I went into my closet and I saw like a whole bunch of books about psychology and like emotional intelligence.
Ain't never read one.
Emotion is. I read them all. There's like one book that I didn't read, but it's more like a military book. I was just like, nah.
I don't read those either, man.
You know what I mean? Like
they be giving those to me. I'll be like,
no, like a few years ago, because of my job, I had to.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Any military book, I pretend to read it. I'll spark note this shit. I'll spark note AI. I am not reading that shit, bro.
I'm not mad at it.
I will fucking not read it.
Yeah.
Not that it's useless. I just won't read a book that's useless to me.
But what's useless about it?
Bro. To me, in the path that I want to go, real estate, business, is useless to me.
Not necessarily.
It could tie in. It could definitely tie in, but it's useless for me to tie it in that way when I could just take a shortcut, go right through here. And I've read military book. Like I think the best one was the one by Jocko Willink. What's it called? The leadership, extreme ownership by Jocko Willink. Very good military book. It was by these two Navy SEAL officers.
Mm-hmm.
Very good military book. I just didn't find it as entertaining as David Goggins' book. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he talked about his life. Like it was more emotional in there. Anytime he want to call in the podcast. Yeah, buddy, we got Barker on the line.
What's up, homie?
What's good, man? What's good? Is that Cook?
Yes, sir.
What's good, though?
How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Just on my way to work.
What the fuck? It's 10 o'clock at night. It's 9 o'clock over there.
Yeah, man. Gotta get this money, man. Don't matter when it's time to grind, as long as you making money. Ain't that right?
Nah, I respect that for
you
sure.
You already know, bruh.
Yeah.
We were just talking about how old heads in the army, they be retired and then come back. You know what I'm saying? Not in the army, but like, just in the military in general. They be retired, do 20 years of that shit, come back as a civilian and complain. Like, what the fuck are you complaining about? Motherfucker, like, act like you don't know what the fuck.
Bro, waking up at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning to come to the office to complain. It's like, what are we doing?
You come to work every day at 6:45, 6:50, 6:30. Come on now, what we doing?
If I retired, I'm waking up at 6 to go to the gym.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, like.
Especially the retired old heads, dog. Like, it's just like they have no more purpose in life.
That's right.
It's like once you get to that point in your life, it's like you feel like you have no purpose. Not even talking shit. It's just that I've seen them, and I'm talking to this one dude, so I'm about to get out. I've only been in the army for like good 3 years, and this dude's been in 28. Like, yeah, I'm medically retired. He's like, oh shit, me too. Like, oh shit, how long you been here? He's like, oh, I've been here for 25 years. I was like, gosh, damn.
Shit.
And he was still a buck sergeant.
Damn.
And so I was like, gosh, damn. I was like, I told him, was it worth it? He's like, no, the fuck it was not. And so they come out. A lot of them come out bitter.
Yeah.
But why did he come back though?
Because that's all he knows. Like once you do that shit for 20 years, sometimes that shit's the only thing you fucking know.
Yeah, but
especially as a sergeant, you're probably married, you're probably about to be married, and you don't know how to fucking live with your wife. And so what a lot of sergeants do, what they do is they put themselves into the work.
Do you mean
take whatever
E6 or E7?
Puts them to it.
E6 or E7? Which one are you talking about?
That's what they're all called, sergeant.
I would say once you pass E5, a lot of them end up in this place where they're like, they don't want to go home to their wives because they don't know how to fucking. A lot of them don't know how to communicate because a lot of them are told a lot of bullshit all day.
Yeah. And then when they get home, they try that same thing. They try to bullshit. Because in the military, a lot of times we used to be bullshitting. A lot of times we were like, we bullshit. We be we on the fly.
So yeah, no, they been trying to. Like the thing is, a lot of them stay in their fucking driveway for like an hour or two before they go inside. And so it's like, they gotta catch their breath. There's a lot of them that do that because they don't know how to go home and communicate or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because what a lot of men like to do, just any man, we like to go home and do absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
For at least a couple hours. The first couple hours we get home, we like to do absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Unwind. And, and a lot of them have to go home to their crazy dependent wives.
Dependent wife is diabolical.
Yeah. And those crazy dependent, what do they call them? Dependoponimus?
Yeah, dependoponimus.
Yeah, a lot of them have to go home to that. And so a lot of them stay in the fucking drive. Why do you think there's a lot of sergeant majors, a lot of anybody that's above like first sergeant rank? A lot of them stay at work. It'll be like 9 o'clock at night.
I feel like at that point, if you a sergeant major, first sergeant man, at that point you are a hot commodity. You can have any woman you want.
We should invite randoms and see what they think.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Yeah, a lot of them though, they don't want to go back home.
Yeah,
they be staying there. They'll work out and they'll just stay and talk to everybody that's there at the company.
Yeah.
I remember we got hit with shit detail and we had to stay at fucking company until 10 p.m. And, first sergeant was there chilling. What's good, guys? Everything good?
Yeah.
I was hanging, how's everything going? How's your experience here in the Army? He was actually genuinely trying to talk to us.
Like, go the fuck home, motherfucker.
That's why I'm like, man, go home. And this guy has like 4 or 5 kids.
Go home.
I'm like, gosh damn, go home. Be with your family. You gotta be back here at 4 o'clock. And I think you have to be back there at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Nigga didn't want to go home, deal with all that bullshit.
Yeah, bro, you don't want to go home. A lot of them don't want to go home
bit.
Because they gotta go back home. They gotta be told, you know what I mean? Like, imagine all day you're being yelled at, told what to do, demeaned in front of a lot of people. After a while, in the Army, a lot of people say, oh, I just get over it. But after a while, you're like, man, this is some fucking bullshit. And so after a while, you're like, man, this is some fucking bullshit, dog. Why the fuck did I join the Army? And the whole time you're contemplating, like, why the fuck did I join?
Bro's going on.
Oh, good. If this is what the fuck, you know what I mean? And anytime anybody asks me if they're gonna join, I'd be like, you ever been so miserable? Every time anybody asks me, he's like, so how's the Army like? I'm like, you ever been miserable? And then something else comes along and makes the day even worse. That's 90% of the Army. And I told her, and she's like, oh, okay. I was like, well, I mean, but it was my dumb ass. I joined the fucking infantry, though. That was my dumb ass.
Yeah.
Should have never joined the infantry. Now that I look back at it, I probably should have never joined the infantry. I listened to my recruiter.
Probably would have been better off.
You're a strong man. You're a strong man. You could be the one. You could be the few that lead this country.
The accent is
I'm over here
diabolical.
listening to him like he's fucking. What do they call it? Honey potting. Is it called honey potting?
I don't know what y'all call it.
Some shit. It's like some old fucking term for sucking dick.
Yo.
But,
we're live over here.
Hey, this is No Filter Podcast.
They don't want to deal with the bullshit. He said what?
Yeah, this is an unfiltered podcast.
Oh yeah, man. We talk a lot of shit here, Cook.
Nah, I respect it. I can tell because, like, I'm telling you, I'm like censoring myself a little bit because I'm telling you, I have a strong opinion about retired people on like, bro, like, it's like you can go and do anything in the world, anything, and this is what you choose to do.
Yeah,
fucking robot. Like, I can understand maybe there's like some exceptions here or there where like you got into a lot of debt, you probably like got some property, there's some things, like some underlying things going on to where like you have to. But the people who are all like, oh, this is all I know, it's like, bruh, you lived your whole life, go figure it out. Like you have nothing but time at this point. You mean to tell me you're 45, you're 50, God forbid 60 years old, working on a military base? Is like, you ain't got that much time. You need to take the time you got right now to figure it out.
That's some good money though. Like a lot of retirees, what they do is they'll come back and work at like the DFAC or some other like side bullshit. And I met a motherfucker that was making $8,000 a fucking month. I was like, gosh damn.
But to what end though? And that's what I'm trying to get at here. It's like, to what end? Because you're old. You don't have that much time left. Like, go do something. You know what I mean? Like,
put it out the pasture, Grandpa.
You know what I mean? Like, sure, 8,000 a month. Like, I would love to just come in, fuck around, complain all day, and make 8,000 on top of what I'm already getting. I would love to do that. But if I'm 60,
you're old, man. Go find something to do. Find a hobby, you know what I mean?
If I'm in my 40s,
bird watch.
Yeah, go bird watch. Go sit on the bench and feed the birds bread and shit.
Can I get 2 sweet teas?
Bird watch, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
do something with your life, man. So, but at the same time, I get it though. It's like, it's that idea too. It's like, once you retire, that's when you're about to die soon. A lot of people that retire, a lot of old, millionaires or old people that ran businesses and this and that.
Yeah,
they die almost like 5-10 years right after retirement.
That's because they have no substance.
Yeah, you might as well die in another. Man, I'll be in Colombia, man.
Yeah,
drinking out of coconuts.
Shit with your life.
I'm gonna fucking. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die in peace. I ain't about to die here. Fuck this. I ain't about to stress myself out.
I get it, right? Like, maybe it's the pacing, right? It's, living every day to solve problems and to overcome challenges or whatever the case may be. I get that. But I'm telling you now, if 60, 50, 60 years, bro, rent a truck and start selling ice cream or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
no deal.
Something.
Yeah, shit. I got you. Yeah, it's like a lot of them, but the thing is, that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of them don't know what the fuck to do with their life. They don't know. Once they pass that retirement point, it's like they don't know what to do. So the next best thing is to go back and doing what you were doing before.
No, for sure.
In the military, just being in that environment helps them out. And so a lot of them don't know what the fuck to do with their life.
Yeah.
Because they've probably been miserable and in the same spot or the same base or something. They're promised some big bonus if they extended their contract, only to find out they got a bunch of promotions passed up on them. No schools. They don't get to go to no fucking schools or nothing. It's like, it's a bunch of bullshit. A lot, like my sergeant of mine extended his contract. And I remember he said, why the fuck did I do it? They promised them to go to Ranger school. They promised them to go to fucking Air Assault school, all this shit. And after he extended his shit, they're like, nope, we don't got anything for you. I was like, why the fuck would you even put it down? Like, they got to trick motherfuckers now and saying they got all this great stuff going for them.
It's
Because the
like a church
retention rate is
people.
so fucking low in the military.
Mm.
It's like, what's the incentive of coming back to this motherfucker?
Yeah.
And so you got a lot of motherfuckers that don't know anything and they got shitted out of the military, but they still don't know anything else. So they stay in that environment. But it's like, yeah, you know, you say, yeah, they don't have substance, but it's like a lot of them don't even know what that word means.
That's why I always try to encourage like the younger generation to actually use the benefits that we have, right? Like me growing up versus like another, you know, military marine is, or like service member is completely different because we're always like, oh, you got to get approved to use TA and all these different things, or you couldn't do it because of, you know, PEX, FEX, or whatever, op tempo, whatever the case may be. So nowadays it's like, hey, whatever you're thinking of doing or whatever you want to do, just go and, you know, set your best foot forward to actually get it done. That way, if they do come to that pivotal point of like, hey, do I want to stay in or do I want to get out? At least you have done something or you're trying to build something. That way you don't fall flat on your face in terms of like what your purpose is or like what you can actually do in the world. So like they can avoid this situation with all the old heads, because I would hate to see anyone in that situation to where they're like, oh man, like I guess I gotta come back, you know, or hey, like I can't really do anything. Because that like that's hard, you know what I mean? That
That's why we got to make it on the podcast, man, so we can, you know, we do it, we voice our opinion,
that's heartbreaking.
We have nothing making us doing the shit that we don't want to do. But yeah, I guess we getting it there, bro.
Yeah,
I guess we getting it there with the.
Yeah, it's time for the phone party.
That's right, y'all.
Yeah, I guess we.
Yeah, I can't wait to do another one with you.
We gotta go salsa, bachata, merengue. You know what I'm saying?
Are you gonna?
He said,
are you gonna come out?
This little Dookie, my album's coming out on the 29th. I'll let your boy called Big Dookie. That's the album name.
All right, and we're going to end it there.
If you're ovulated, ladies, if you're ovulated, holla at your boy.
GG's.
and we gonna end it there, guys. This is Too Easy Playbook.
Yeah.
This is Too Easy Playbook.
All right, ladies.
We get raw, we get real, because it's too easy. I don't know. I didn't know what to say after.